After widespread peaceful student protests in 1988 left thousands of activists dead, the regime agreed to national elections, which resulted in the National League for Democracy and other ethnic democratic parties earning an overwhelming majority of seats in parliament, and Democratic leader Aung San Suu Kyi the position of prime minister. Immediately after, however, parliamentary members-elect were arrested or fled the country to save their lives, and the election results were never and have never been honored. To this day, Nobel Peace Laureate Aung San Suu Kyi still resides under house arrest, as she has for 14 of the last 20 years, as the military prepares for yet another election. Currently, there are over 2,000 individuals held as political prisoners in Burma for the sole crime of attempting to exercise their freedom of speech and demanding basic human rights.
Release of political prisoner is important, but just release is not a solution. Just release. So release one and arrest two, release two and arrest four. That is not the solution. Just we call release of political prisoners is some the good sign of the national reconciliations.
Election is not only a way to go to democracy, but the dialogue, to work together, to have more trustfulness from the to have a trust from the people. That is also important. People don't trust. Maybe some people will vote because of the force, by force. So, it is not the real election.
They never believe a multi-party system. They never believe the democracy system because they are soldiers. They believe they train to abide the order. They have never trained the democracy system, democratic behaviors. So, and actually they don't believe the election, they don't believe the democracy. But they cleverly use these kinds of elections to legitimize their political power, their, their survival.
And I came here and I learned the democratic process, I learned the democratic government, and then I thought, okay, this is great. The democratic government is great. I see people are enjoying their rights, people can do many things. And then I went back and I see people are still suffering. It's the same, exactly the same before I left. So you see that when I went back, there is a girl, she died from malaria. And I know that it's not right, but for other villagers, they say, oh, this is normal, because there is no medicine. But I know it is not normal. She died from malaria. If there is a medicine, she should not die from that kind of curable disease.
A year after the violent suppression of the Saffron Revolution, Cyclone Nargis took an estimated 150,000 Burmese lives and ranks as the worst natural disaster in Burmese history. Literally days after Cyclone Nargis, the regime staged a referendum for the newly drafted yet largely unpublished constitution, which established the election laws for the 2010 election. Among widespread reports of fraud, the regime's constitution was said to be accepted nationally by a remarkable 92% of the vote.
Say that we are going to build the federal union one day, when we are ready, when the military is gone. We have our structure. We wrote, we have drafted our constitution, and mostly every ethnic groups based here, and they agree with this, and they are very happy. They say, yes, what we want is equality, peace, democracy in Burma. So we are going to build the federal union in the future of Burma, and we can do it. But we just need the SPDC to step down.
Generation
Burma's 2010 election is political theater designed only to legitimize the military's control. With highly restrictive election laws and an election commission hand-picked by the regime, the military has fabricated a constitution that will guarantee their victory regardless of the election's outcome. Laws now give the military complete independence from any civilian authority, with automatic veto power over future amendments to the Constitution, and martial law to be imposed entirely at the military's discretion. The military has also guaranteed itself a minimum of 25% of parliamentary seats, and are working to fill the remaining 75% with newly created proxy parties consisting of retired army officers who traded in their uniforms for business suits. The Constitution also grants the military complete amnesty for previous crimes against humanity, while allowing them to disqualify any Democratic candidate who they accuse of having affiliations with armed opposition groups. And all 2,200 of Burma's political prisoners are barred from candidacy, including Aung San Suu Kyi, the chosen democratic leader of the election in 1990.
Protest. Don't wait what regime will do, because they won't change. What they will do, what the regime will do is they will lie. The people and the whole world. What we have to do is find possibilities, protest anyhow.